My beloved family, every year for the past 10 years, I have hosted the Priest Isaac's African History Month essay competition. Over the years, it would have grown by leaps and bounds to engulf the whole nation and beyond. As His Excellency Marcus Mosiah Garvey has taught us, a people without knowledge of self is like a tree without roots. Internationally, wherever African people are found, the education system is not geared to teach them about the knowledge of self. This lack of knowledge of self greatly fuels the downward spiral from the womb to the tomb for many of our people. Let me remind you of the officially recognized school to prison pipeline. The African History Month essay competition has been designed to encourage and inspire the zeal in our children for the knowledge of self. The competition encourages them to research their history and heritage, then articulate it in essay form. This is a project that demands thousands of dollars just for the basic prizes, marketing, and promotion. But we are not focused on the basics. We are thinking big. We have children to save. On Sunday, the 5th of November, 2023, we of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge will be hosting the third of our annually presented Patrons Day. On that day, we present our international webathon designed to create and raise the funds for our national and international African History Month essay competition. To deliver a well-executed Priest Isaac's African History Month essay competition with prize-giving ceremony and banquet attached, the budget will be $26,500 United States currency. This is for the national essay competition, while the international essay competition will be $31,225 United States currency, a small price for the results that will come. It is obvious that we have been consistent with this project. We have a clear record of good accountability and great transparency. So those who are well-wishers of our children should feel free to contribute to this very important and timely project. Our ultimate target on Patrons Day, the 5th of November, 2023, is $57,725. Family, we are looking for your genuine assistance in this long-running, well-respected project, Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge African History Month essay competition. Patrons Day, 5th of November, 2023. You can contribute via PayPal, CashApp, and via other apps. Visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Give thanks in advance. Yes, Royal Family, blessed love, give thanks for your presence with us. Of course, you know we glorify the life giver and the keeper of life, Emperor Haile Selassie I, Honorable Priest Isaac here with you. Stealth Media for sure, Radio Anu, Revolutionary Radio, and of course, Radio Anu TV, telling you the truth through vision. Give thanks, family, for your presence with us. just here to give you a highlight of what is taking place this evening. Of course, you know, tonight we are talking about the Tiger's Nest radio program that's on our online radio station. Again, that is Radio Anu, the international flavor, the universal spice. Remember, the link is in the description below this video. You just press it and it carries you straight to the website, PrinceIsaacinstitute.com, and of course, Radio Anu for sure, and you get the Tiger's Nest 7 p.m. sharp. This evening, of course, you know, that's a program that comes to you every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And if for one reason or the other, you be missing the Tiger's Nest, you know for sure you can become a subscriber. All the links are in the description, you know, how you can become a subscriber, a very easy and simple thing to do. And you will never, ever, ever miss another episode of the Tiger's Nest again. In fact, let me show you what we're going to be speaking about tonight. Yes, I know we have Patrons Day, you know, right about. I will talk about that a bit later. I want to give the family an idea of where we're going this evening now. Of course, we had a wonderful Tiger's Nest previous evening, didn't we? Very much so. And we were talking about Prester John, Priest John, Prester John from the so-called fable folklore of Europe, where they saw this mythical king. But we went through that and we had a wonderful time, let's say, decoding that and, of course, bringing it down to Lalibela and bringing it down to Haile Selassie, Johannes. Beautiful program. Those of you who missed the program, it's the video that was uploaded before this. It was a live video as such, though, so you could check it out. Prester John, this Haile Selassie Prester John is the name of the video. But what it was, we came across some information as it relates to Lalibela, connecting Lalibela with Prester John and all of that. We brought that forth, I should say. But what's interesting there, because we were speaking about legend and myth, and the whole aspect of, you know, dates. Prester John, people were looking for Prester John for like about 500, 600, 700 years. You know, I guess that's why some people said, well, listen, man, this can't be no real human being. How long is he going to live? You understand? But again, we showed you the alignment of when he came into prominence, really, in relationship to other great leaders, again, like King Lalibela. But anyway, what we wanted to speak about tonight in the Tiger's Nest, so I hope everyone will be there, we wanted to speak about the churches of Lalibela, let's just say in a slightly different light. You know, many of us not aware that they're modern churches, they're temples and they're fortresses. You know, it's like a spiritual and a physical establishment here, like a shield of defense in time of battle. And of course, we've done a program similar to this already. And of course, there are those who have argued that Lalibela was not really built in 24 years. It definitely wasn't built in 24 hours. Some argue that it was built over a period of maybe 300 to 500 years. Some people consider that it may be, you know, some of the buildings are at least 600 to 800 years older than we think. So that is where I want to go this evening, because that as well is not a subject area that we speak of that much. We just accept what is told to us. Not that what has been told to us is wrong. What has been told to us? King Lalibela, the king of the Zagwe dynasty, he done know he had a vision and he saw the great heavenly kingdom and he returned to Ethiopia from the vision. Some say he went to Jerusalem and he established Lalibela. Some say overnight with the help of angels. Some say in 24 days and nights. Some say 24 years. You know, 24 years would sound a bit more realistic. What say you? You know, but some are saying now that it's not like that. Maybe the King Lalibela was a prominent king at the completion of the project, or during the building of a specific one of the churches or whatever the case is, but this took a period of time. This is what certain archaeologists are saying. In fact, let me just give you a little heads up on where we'll be going this evening. Now, this is coming from archive.archaeology.org. And it is saying here now, medieval houses of God or ancient fortresses. And that's a question. Medieval, I'm telling you. A Cambridge archaeologist has redated the church of the Archangel Gabriel at Lalibela, previously believed to have been carved from the rock at Lalibela, Ethiopia, around AD 1200 to between AD 600 and 800. So you understand that? So it was previously believed. Well, not previously, it is still believed that the Church of Gabriel is around, like the rest churches, AD 1200. That's what the consensus really is, or at least most ones believe. Contemporary knowledge promotes this, that again, the Church of Gabriel, I want to be clear in what I'm saying, like the other churches, are around 1200 years AD. That's when they were built, around the time of the rule of Lalibela, because remember, they were built overnight. Or remember, they were built in 24 days. Or remember, they were built in 24 years. Interesting. But they say now, the Cambridge archaeologist is saying now that no, that specific church was built somewhere between 600 to 800 AD. That's what he's saying, not 1200 AD. So that's approximately 400 to 600 years before the time of King Lalibela. And he's saying the church may originally have been built as a fortress. Good. And this is courtesy Museum of Anthropology and Archaeology, Cambridge. All right, very good. Investigations in Lalibela, Ethiopia, are revealing that Africa's most important historical Christian site is much older than previously thought. Up until now, scholars have regarded a spectacular complex of 11 rock churches as dating from around AD 1200, but new survey work carried out by the British archaeologists suggests that 3 of the churches may have originally been built half a millennium earlier as fortifications or other structures in the waning days of the Aksumite Empire. So this is leading the construction, at least the beginning of the construction of the Lalibela complex, to the waning days of the Aksumite Empire. So the 11 rock churches, and remember that we would have already showed that it's 11, but it's still more than 11. In fact, there are those that say it's 72. In fact, we can show you information now that's saying it's almost 200. But you see, obviously, all of these rock churches were not attributed to Lalibela. Interesting, you know, when we observe that. So again, just showing you the information here, as you could see, that they're saying that 3 of the main churches, we're going to get into a lot of that this evening, and showing you exactly why they came by that information. Let me just show you something here from pbs.org as well. And this is now going into the style of the architecture. And this is speaking of the wonders of the churches of Ethiopia. Should I read all of this? Let me read here. Ethiopian tradition connects the churches with the most famous king, Lalibela. Interesting how they say that. Ethiopian tradition connects the churches with the most famous king, Lalibela of the Zagwe dynasty and the town, formerly known as Roha, has come to be known by that great king's name, which is Lalibela. The life of Lalibela describes how King Lalibela, who ruled from the late 12th to the early 13th century, was carried away to the heavenly Jerusalem. There he was instructed to build the churches. Angels worked beside men as they cut each one of the churches from the rock and then kept working throughout the night. So this is the night, overnight this was made. However, the style in which the churches were made is remarkably similar to the surviving architecture of ancient Aksum, and scholars have become intrigued by the possibility that some of the churches could be much older than the reign of Lalibela. All right, interesting. Some of them may also have been constructed as palaces rather than churches. So you have palaces rather than churches. You have fortresses rather than churches, but you still have churches as well. Or some of us would prefer even to say you have temples. And this is just from observation. Plus, we have archaeologists now also on the scene, speaking from their understanding of dating, structures and dating archaeological findings. And they're saying this is much older than we are taught to believe. So what we're going to do, family, this evening in the Tiger's Nest, just make sure you're with us in the Tiger's Nest, 7 p.m. sharp on Radio Anu, and we'll be taking our time to go more into that conversation, to go more into that discussion as it relates to the anciency of Lalibela and the mystics of Lalibela too, and the temples and exactly how many churches are there at Lalibela and all of that good stuff we will be getting into. So I'm just encouraging the family to make sure you are with us. If you're not going to be with us, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Tiger's Nest. Never miss another episode of these beautiful programs, these educational programs that we are having. And of course, I'm going to encourage you to make sure you are with us on Sunday, the 5th of November. Remember, we are going to have a wonderful day from 6 in the upright. I say, make sure Radio Anu is kicking. Make sure Radio Anu is on. We're there until, well, we're always on Radio Anu, But for that day, the Patriots Day, from the rising of the sun to the setting of the sun, at least in the longitude that we are in. Wherever you are, just follow our time zone. And remember, from midnight, the Naya Bingi will be stalking through the universe. And remember, it's going to be a beautiful day. We will be launching several projects. Of course, we're going to be talking about the Save Greencastle Hill project, Rescue Mount Anu, join the frequency to stop the destruction. Please, family, you want to be a part of that. And also, we will be launching the Preserve the Generations to Come campaign. That definitely also envelopes the international and the national African History Month essay competition. We are also going to be giving a presentation on the importance of knowing your natal chart. Listen, what a beautiful day this is going to be. Ras Iser will be passing through. We might have a special visitor. Let me just keep it so for now. But Ras Iser will be passing through. Ras I Adonis will be in the house giving us some good information as well. We're going to have a morning upright, saying, breathing technique and meditation and affirmation. Is going to be a beautiful day, family. The Honorable Empress Naya will be presenting to you the whole vibration of the updated international homeschool program. Get your young ones on the homeschool program. Prepare yourself to purchase the homeschool program on that day, because it comes with an ancient astronomical course, and the ancient astronomical course comes along with the ancient
international homeschool program. Listen, so many things there that we definitely have to offer, even on that day, too numerous to mention at this time. Just make sure that you're in the house. Just make sure that you are with us as we continue to flow on that very moment. So make sure you tune into Radio Anu now. And check the international flavor, the universal spice, and see exactly what's taking place. And remember, at 3 p.m., we're going to have, I'm talking about on the 5th of November, we're going to have Rasta Roundtable meets the Welcome to the House of Priests. And we will be talking about Rastafari and the future, our economic state, and the state of our theology. Beautiful. Life giver and the keeper of life. Yeah, Tiger's Nest, 7 p.m. Holy Manuel Selassie, Jah Rastafari. Good times.
Do you want an accurate natal chart reading to know the true position of the sun, the moon, and each planet at the moment that you were being born? We at the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge will create a precise natal chart for you and your loved ones, coupled with snapshot pictures of each planet, the sun, the moon, plus the constellations related to them. In addition to this, we will be giving you a detailed report of the alignment of planets to the constellations and its full meaning, not from an astrological perspective, but from an ancient astronomical perspective. You will have this report for the rest of your life and can share it with your friends and your family. To order your accurate natal chart today, visit our website, priestisaacinstitute.com, or email us, priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com. Blessed.